What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and I do have a new song out recently called Dreamin', so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Okay, guys, let's talk about Land. Land 1.75 just dropped, and I wanted to share with you the most recent update from Cryptomancer. Now, this is his weekly update, and there's not going to be much in here, so we're probably going to talk about like what the future of land production, land development will look like. But let's actually jump into his update here first. So this was today at 3:39, so about 12 hours ago, at least from the point that I'm recording this video. And he says, here is this week's land update. Worked with testers to ensure all remaining QA tests have passed, so that land 1.75 is certified as release ready. Number 2, did some assorted pre-release tidying up, which includes the following. So he proofread some of the Land Academy panels that were implemented by Antioch, strengthened validations, and resolved numeric input problems for Trade Hub and Voucher Hub. And then to see here, fixed more text and minor formatting. Number 3, started working on removing the 3-day land cooldown from seasonal rentals when they expire at the end of season. This will ensure that such cards can immediately be rented again and deployed on land at the start of next season. This change will not be included in this week's release, but should be coming fairly soon. In the week ahead, I will continue working on this task, monitor the 1.75 rollout to make sure everything goes smoothly, and see if there's any other miscellaneous tasks remaining to be done before establishing priorities for the next phase of the land project. Here's a teaser screenshot of the Land Academy panels. As always, the usual disclaimers apply. Nothing shown in the screenshot has been released, and everything shown may change. So here is the thing. I would expect, at least for the next 2 weeks, maybe even a little bit longer, for him to just be going through, making sure things are running smoothly, fixing little bugs here and there that aren't necessarily like, major things. Obviously, they hopefully caught all of that beforehand, but just little maybe quality of life updates, getting some feedback now that everybody's in it, everybody's testing a bunch of different things. So that will be my expectation for the rest of March, we'll call it, right? This is March 18th that we're recording this video. March 18th is the date that Land 1.75 is out. Where things move from here, and we'll talk about Q2 more broadly. Now, we've gotten some teasers already. Teasers is probably not the right word. We've gotten some ideas from Matt in terms of what they want to potentially see in the future, and that is getting land involved, and specifically land resources involved in other aspects of the game. So if we can't get items and spells right away in the game, can we get it so that at least the raw resources, right? Now we've got added iron, stone, and wood. Can we get those resources to have a little bit more value and direct utility within other areas, not just land? So the two things that have been mentioned as of now, but again, all this is subject to change, nothing is set in stone, are revival potions for survival mode, right? So revival potions will essentially either reduce or remove the cooldown on your cards in survival mode and I guess beyond. As well as Conclave Arcana wagons. So last time, the requirements were DEC. You had to buy the wagons in DEC, but now I don't know what the wagon requirements are going to be, but we do know that there's going to be some kind of maintenance and upkeep for them over time, and that could potentially utilize land or land resources. So let's look at the timeline here. Q2, and that's what I'm just broadly talking about right now. Q2 is April to June, right? 3 months there. So we know that Cryptomancer is going to be working on, just the land release here and probably sketching out what happens next throughout the end of this month, which is pretty much the end of Q1. In Q2, my expectation, we can start with April 1st, not that I'm going to go month by month, but considering that survival mode is out now, and that the team is gathering some feedback, and they are understanding the player habits and whatever, my guess is that survival or revival potions, I should say, would probably be the first thing on that, right? Because that will have the most immediate potential impact, since people are really excited about survival mode, and we're seeing a lot of, very positive sentiment and hype around that. Now, I kind of made a hot take on a recent live stream where I was just like, I don't think that revival potions are going to be that big of a deal. I think they're more hype than whatever. But I guess it all depends on how the team decides to design it, right? And how it fits into the overall game economy and ecosystem. Now, the fact that Matt is hopefully able to put, more attention on this now with Dave McCoy coming on in the COO role. It makes me excited because at least Matt can start to think through all the different second, third order effects of this and really try to map it out, rather than just being not that they were reactionary before, but reactive in the sense of like, oh yeah, let's just do something here, let's just do something there. Hopefully Matt can take a look now at the Land 2.0 white paper and see where we're at today and figure out what these phases and steps will look like with a bunch of different addendums, right? With, we'll say, revival potions and potentially the Conclave Arcana wagons being a big part of that, or at least the initial part of that. So will this stuff come out in April? I don't know. I mean, I don't think that Cryptomancer's probably even started on it. Maybe the team might have not even really thought through all the other implementations and just design work. So that could still take a while. I would be really shocked if it came out sometime in April. My guess is that, by the end of March, Matt and team are going to have 2 seasons worth of data on survival mode and maybe can make a decision on how they want things to look for that and for revival potions in regards to that. Maybe Cryptomancer starts working on something. I don't anticipate these things to take a super long amount of time. I mean, nothing like, a Land 1.75 or 1.8 or 1.9, whatever comes next. But my hope is that we can get both of those things in Q2, right? So maybe we don't get it in April. It'd be cool if we got it in May. But the other side of this too is that Conclave Arcana is coming out ideally. Well, the pre-sale would be in April. That's what the team has been not announcing, but what they're shooting for. And then the actual set launch would be in May. Now, here's the thing. You would think in an ideal scenario that wagons would be like, wagons in the conflicts would start immediately afterwards, right? We would want that. And we were expecting that when Rebellion came out, for example. But there was like the holidays and the team, we're still working through how the whole conflict system would work. So they actually pushed it off a month. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to be adding in land elements that they push it off another month. So even if Conclave Arcana comes out in May, as they're planning for right now, it may be something where at least 2 weeks, right? Like one of those development cycles or the release windows, it may be something where it doesn't start until 2 weeks from then. So maybe we'll call it like late May, early June. We wouldn't get the conflict started until that point in time, at which point, all the materials and things for land and all that would make sense and could be incorporated. So either way, my hope is that we still do get these 2 things in Q2 over the course of the next 3 months. It's just I wouldn't really expect anything right away. And you can even see here, right, that Cryptomancer's talking about like we'll see what will be coming down the pipeline. But a lot of this is going to be, who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe the team has already designed this out and it's just a matter of Cryptomancer getting in and doing the work. And now Matt is going to sit down and say, hey, here's what Land 1.8 looks like or 1.9 looks like. And then Cryptomancer starts working on that afterwards. I have no idea, but that's just where my head is at and what my expectations are. Hopefully we can get these 2 elements out sometime before the end of Q2, and then where things go from there, I really don't know. But my hope is that when Matt is looking at this, we can get some kind of, I don't want to say major, but significant land releases every quarter. That would be ideal in my book. And I don't design this stuff. I don't code this stuff. I have no idea the amount of work that goes into it. I just know that it's a lot and it's significant. But as a player, to keep land fresh and exciting, it would be awesome if every 3 months we were getting something significant, right? So therefore, when I look at it, Matt, and again, ideally, like if I was Matt in Matt's shoes, what I would be doing is instead of looking at it and saying like, okay, here's 1.75, here's 1.8, here's 1.9, all the way to 2.0, like let's do these as baby steps. 1.76 comes next, 1.77. You get what I'm saying? And I know that seems like small and tiny, but imagine if we started getting buildings here, or if we started getting little items here, or whatever the case is, right? So however the team decides to do this moving forward, I hope that it is much more frequent, cooler, keeps the excitement going, and keeps people engaged. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, especially for everybody very excited about Land and the Land launch today. I'm curious to know what other things that you would like to see moving forward in addition to what we discussed today, and how you would like to see development overall. But that is all I have for you guys. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.